Okay, so this is my video about my education experience in the schools that I observed at. I observed first at Finley Middle School, and I was there all day. Like, I was so tired afterward, but it was about 1:45, okay? And I'm in a class with, I believe it was 7th graders. It might have been 6th graders, but I think it was 7th graders. And they were just all working on their assignments, and there was these two boys sitting across the room from each other, and they kept like peeking like at me around the person that like was sitting in front of them, and they would like hide behind them and like talk to each other. And I was literally just watching them talk about me the whole entire time. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what's happening? Well, I made eye contact with one of them, okay? And he like looks at me and he goes, and then he like pulls back and hides behind the person again, and he starts laughing really hard, and then the other one starts laughing really hard, and like no one knows what's going on. But like 5 minutes later, they have like told their friends around them like, oh my gosh, he just winked at her. And he like leans forward again, and he goes, and then he like leans back again and hides from me. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what to do right now. I can't believe this just happened to me. And so I was just like laughing. Like I was like, I don't really know what to do. Like, yeah. And so everyone's laughing, right? Not like noticeable. Like the teacher had no clue what was going on, and I felt kind of bad about it. But I was like, I don't really know what to do. But the little boy ended up asking for my number, and I was like, no, like no. And he was like, hmm. But yeah, it was a pretty good experience. I would say it made me realize that well, actually, I don't know. I think middle schoolers are really funny, so I kind of want to teach them, but then I'm also like, no, I want to teach high school. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the second school I observed at was an elementary school, Clift Elementary, and every morning they watch like these announcements, and at the end they have to like repeat these like basically confidence boosters. I can't remember exactly what they say, but like basically saying like I think, well, I remember in the classroom I was in, the teacher, it was a man. He got up and he was like, all right, class, what did he say? Well, first he was like, are we going to make this a good day? And they all said like in unison, they were like, yes, sir. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And then, oh, I know what they said. He said, don't be a problem causer. And they all said, be a problem solver. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And so like basically I loved being in that elementary school because it's just really like noticeable that they're trying to teach the kids young like that they can make a difference, and like that they are important, they can do things. And he like the way the male teacher I observed in a female teacher and a male teacher's class, and just being in the male teacher's room was like way different because he connected with them so well, like so well. And like he would, I don't know, like he was very like, I don't know, he was just a great teacher. And like they really like, I can tell they like him. Like they're all like honest with him, and he'll like straight up ask him like, why don't y'all know this? And they're like, because we weren't paying attention, like we weren't even listening to you. And I was like listening to these like little, I'm pretty sure they were like little 4th graders, and they were just like being straight up. And I was like, oh my gosh, like when I was in 4th grade I was like, I'm sorry. And like they're just like, we weren't paying attention. And I'm like, what? Anyway, yeah. So I liked observing in the middle school and the elementary school. I think if I would have observed in a high school, I would have been a little intimidated, which is kind of funny because I want to be a high school teacher. So yeah, but yeah, I think I had a good experience observing overall. I enjoyed it. It was really eye-opening, I think, to be in a classroom and not be the student, and like know that in a couple of years I will be the teacher. Like it's weird, but yeah. So that's my education experience.